Allah or Allahu. So we're talking about that one. He is the one, Allah, the one who revealed the original gospel to Jesus, peace be upon him. That's the one which we believe in, not the one which they have it nowadays.
Not the one who was crucified.
Who is crucified?
Jesus. You don't believe in the Jesus who was crucified?
We don't believe Jesus was crucified even in the first place.
No, you don't believe the historians.
Which historians?
At the time of Jesus.
Okay, good. Our respectful lady here, you want to come forward? You want to come forward? Huh? By the way, we don't bite, by the way, just for you to know. Us as Muslims, we don't bite, and as well we are peaceful and respectful. Going back to the point. The lady here, she asked a question. Yeah? And some of you still managing the things. Okay. Our respectful lady here, she asked a question. You don't accept history. That's what she was saying. Now,
we do accept history.
Good. Do you accept history?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
The historians at the time of Jesus.
Good. Okay.
Tacitus and Pliny, who reported that Jesus.
Good. Now, there is a respectful figure in the first century, and his name is, I think, Glacius of Antioch. Now, he is a respectful figure in the Christian history. One second. This person, he got burnt in Constantinople for certain views that he was holding, and actually because he was against kind of, people who were against Christianity at that time. So he wrote a letter saying he was in favor of the crucifixion of Jesus, but he was saying there are some Christians living in his time in the first century who says Jesus wasn't crucified. So he identified respectful figure Christian of his own time, calling them Christian. He didn't actually excommunicate them, and he believed that those Christians maybe they misunderstood or certain things, but actually he believes that those people, they are Christian even though they did not believe in the crucifixion of Jesus. So here I am not bringing my text, I am bringing respectful scholars from the Christian scholar. By the way, hold on a second. They say in English, hold your horses. You seem to be unleashing your horses quickly.
You read Tacitus.
Yeah. Okay, good. Let's go back to the history. Since you are a history believer, yeah, let's talk about history. Let's talk about history. Does the Bible has historical errors? Does the Bible has any historical errors? Simple question. Are you Christian, sir? Are you Christian?
No.
Okay. So let me. Is the question clear?
And the historians are
Good.
flabbergasted at how
That's good. One second. By the way, I ask you a question. If you can answer me yes and no, and then after we will proceed. Do you believe the Bible has historical errors?
we haven't seen it.
Okay. Let me bring you one.
Every book has historical errors.
Not the Quran.
History is.
I will tell you this.
History comes from the winners.
Okay, good. I'll tell you. I will tell you. Listen to this.
People have said there are historical evidence, and then they've discovered more evidence to
By
show that it was acceptable.
By the way, do you want water to give you water? Yeah. So
a whole lot of historians.
Okay, good.
Have looked at these people who say there are historical evidence, and they find new evidence to show that.
I am trying to wait for you until you finish. The question I asked you, does the Bible has any historical errors? You said you are not aware of that. I will say to you one historical error, and it's actually it's something which is significant. Now the Bible addresses The king at the time of Joseph was Pharaoh. Yeah? And as well the Bible address Joseph was Pharaoh. And as well the Bible addresses the king. Yeah, here you go. Here you go, my
I'll
friend.
just get
Yeah.
one of each.
Yeah. As well the Bible addresses the king at the time of Moses is Pharaoh. So Pharaoh at the time of Joseph, Pharaoh at the time of Moses, Pharaoh there, Pharaoh here, Pharaoh everywhere. Yeah, that's how it is. The problem is, yeah, history now condemn this. Why? Now after the discovery of Rosetta Stone, and there is nearly, I don't know how many years, around 600 or 700 years, something like that, between Joseph and Moses. During the time of Joseph, Hyksos, who used to be a Mediterranean reign, who literally took over Egypt, and they became kings of Egypt for around 6 or 7 centuries. During their time, they used to call their kings kings, not pharaohs. Yeah, like for example, why we go far, the same country that we are living in, here, king of this country ruled Egypt at certain time. Yeah, they took over, they colonized Egypt. They never called them as pharaohs of Egypt, never did that. Nowadays there is a president in Egypt. Nowadays there is a president in Egypt. He is a president. His title is not pharaoh. So here in the Bible, they address.
Other historians think about.
So since you are a history believer, the historian says that's a massive error in the Bible, talking about the king at the time of Joseph, who was a Hyksos leader. He was a king, never used the title pharaoh there. And then in the Bible they say pharaoh. Who said this? Why don't you call him Caesar? You will say it's an error. Some people they say those are synonyms. Those are, they're similar. King and pharaoh is the same. Why didn't you call him Caesar then? Yeah. Why didn't you say the Caesar of Egypt?
Because they called him Pharaoh.
No, history again.
History says they called him Pharaoh.
No, history says called king. During the time of Joseph. History says, of course, you will disagree with the existence of God. That's fine. I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about, according to the history, it's an error to say the king at the time of Joseph to be called Pharaoh. It is
To your history.
no, according to an English historian who dismantled the Rosetta Stone, and then they found out all what is written in the monument, the pyramids, and the scrolls. They discovered at the time of Joseph, Hyksos ruled, and Hyksos never used the title Pharaoh. Do you understand? Do you understand? Good. So, why, for example, Romans ruled Egypt. Yeah, they never used the title Pharaoh. They kept their title Caesars. Yeah, they called themselves king or Caesars, even though they ruled Egypt. So they didn't change the title. The point is, when you are using the title Pharaoh to someone never used it, this is error, and this is deception, basically.
Yeah, well, that's just your historian.
No, I'm talking about history because we are dealing with history, with facts.
They're recording you.
They're recording. You are recorded. You are live. Okay. Now, since we demonstrated,
This is one viewpoint from your.
so we demonstrated. No. I'm talking about history. History again.
No, your history.
No, not my history. English history. The one who wrote this is not me. Is English gentleman who wrote about the history of Egypt. And after dismantling the language, the hieroglyphic language, they discovered the Hyksos who ruled during that time. They never used the title Pharaoh. So basically, the Christianity flops with this. So how are you? You okay, sir? Where are you from?
Portugal.
Portugal.
Yes.
Okay. So do you believe in God, sir?
I'm more of an atheist.
More of an atheist.
Yes.
So, and as an atheist, do you believe, for example, do you know how we came into existence as a human being? How we do?
We don't know how we came into existence. Science is still trying to figure that one out.
Okay. Our own analogy, using our own analogy, if you wanted to know about the existence of the universe, now either this universe was there always, respectful lady, we have done with you. So we have done.
Interested
We have
to see
done.
what you are telling people.
Okay. Yeah, definitely not the Bible.
That you are asking them to read.
Definitely not the Bible.
Because
That's
I
why
believe
Christianity is dying, because this is the problem. Because it doesn't answer logical answers. It just answer, do you have to believe? They will tell you. Did they tell you in the chat? You have to believe, then you understand. They used to tell you this, yeah?
Yep.
In Islam, you have to understand, then believe. You see how it is? Big difference, big shift, yeah? Does it make sense? So here for us as Muslims, yeah, God told us to use our brain, our intellect, to understand our existence. Now, firstly, this universe came into existence. Either this universe was created itself by itself, yes?
Yes.
Or the universe was there always for infinity. Or the universe was created by a creator. Do you have any other option?
I have all of those three, and basically not knowing. I have all of those three in the same level.
No, I will tell you something. No, because I will tell you something. For example, if I found this book here, and I will say to you, I found this book here,
Yes.
and then the first thing come to my mind, I will not think, okay, the particles and the things, they get under certain pressure, and they formulated this book.
Yes, someone put that book over.
Yeah,
Someone
you
put that
will say someone put that book. Yeah, yeah. So, lady, I need to talk. Please. You are covering the camera, lady. Excuse me. After I finish with him, I will come back. You are blocking the camera. You are blocking the camera behind. Can you go back to your place, please? No, you are blocking the camera behind you. Look behind you. There is a camera behind.
Just move one step to the side, please.
Try to understand. Why don't you be respectful? We're respecting you. Can you please be respectful and move from the camera? No, you could jump on the table. This is not right. This is not a respectful way. This is not a respectful behavior. Do you understand? Behave in a good way. I respect you, and I dealt with you in a respectful manner.
Which is why you are telling so many lies.
Okay, I suppose if I lie or I didn't lie.
Yes, carry on.
Yeah. So, can you come get closer to us here? Because sometimes some people are
I know.
disrespectful. So anyway.
I know.
So